It's away now from kickoff as we await the referee's signal, and it'll be the Wildcats who get us underway. Going long almost immediately. Worth noting for Northwestern that they will be starting with their second choice goalkeeper, Josue Hangi. Suffered a red card to their starter, Ponce de Leon, last time out against Rutgers in that 2-1 win. But Hangi very experienced, and the Wildcats on the attack early. A good ball to the end line, the cutback cross, and it's an acrobatic attempt at a finish. We'll see who the last touches off of there. It's going to be a corner. Nearly a spectacular goal to open this one up for the Wildcats.
We came into this game knowing that Northwestern need to
ball, and Maryland might be able to break. It's a good pass out wide, and here's Rita driving forward. He has an option in the box and says he's going to keep it himself. The shot a bit scuffed, and Hangi caught into action, makes the stop. And for a second there, the Cats have found a good spot between the lines. This is a good ball out wide now. Nicely picked out, and a one-on-one chance here. And a really good work to get back to the end line again. The cut back, that'll be dealt with. That Rita conjure up. Good position. Some movement in the line, and the delivery is a good one, but Hangi gets a strong arm to it. I'm not sure if that was intended or not. He'll lay that off. Steinleitner moves it across. The pass out wide. Costabile, still Costabile. The cross comes in, and that looked like it was deflected. Box. Johnson, the throw-in's a good one. Dangerous. It'll sit up, and we'll see the shot attempt. Nearly a power driver, and it's off the post. My goodness me, nearly a superb strike from Mayer, the Maryland native, who hit that almost as perfectly as you can. But not quite able to get the opening goal they want. Now the ball over the top. Masarika herring after this, and he might be inside here, doing really well to keep up with Volmar, and ultimately relying on the two wingers to stretch the play. The corner coming in, low bouncing one, awkward to deal with. It's set up potentially nicely, and the shot bent but didn't drop. Andronika struck that well, though. Maria spreads it wide again. The cross. It's a dangerous one, and that'll be dealt with. Out of play for a corner.
A nice poke.
Far out. And now the ball back in from distance. We'll see how this sits up. First header for Maryland, and Mock can claim will be Hayner.
And then for Northwestern,
it's the Wildcats.
14,
it's deflected a bit heavily and not kept in play. Corner to North.
Third corner of the game. That first one was compelling. They had a shot on goal. Second one, not as close.
This one's potentially tricky. Headed away by Maryland initially, but still in the mixer. Still loose, and amidst a crowd of legs. Western Suhetsky, wearing the captain's armband, prepares to take the former Terp. This is a good ball in. Mock gets a punch away. Gajadahar, the shot. Flicked away, and for another corner. So Northwestern keeping the pressure up here. Maryland under the cosh of the moment.
When you get 3 straight corners, you can...
Ben Hoklem, other forward. Now here's Rita. Masarika taken down in the box, and it's a penalty. Moments after Northwestern's best spell of the game, Maryland goes the other way, and we've talked about discipline. That is going to be a penalty for sure, you would imagine. Prince gets his foot. Goes to take, and he slides it in past Hangi. Maryland leads.
A thrilling moment for the Terps. Cool, doing exactly what you expect. He had an NCAA high in penalty kicks last season. Does it again right here for this Terp team.
Celebration, Ludwig. Fans getting loud, the music playing, and for Maryland, maybe a sigh of relief. Kuhl looks to the sky. He's put the Terps in front. See it right there. I mean, that's just about perfect placement. Hangi had that covered. Kuhl just put it beyond his reach.
When you're
Costabile going long this time, and it's a clever ball which is written through nicely. And now this might be an opportunity here for Rita. Striding in the shot, he's blazing into the bottom corner. A rocket for Rita. And actually it appears it's been Andronika instead. And Rita's position, striding onto that so nicely, he just buries it.
We'll take another look at it. Andronika, his first goal this season, past a diving Hangi into the opposite side of the net. And Maryland have put big pressure on this goalie's debut, Dash, and they don't look like they're going to stop anytime soon.
That is superb right there by Abi Andronika. I mean, that finish, just perfect placement to lace that bottom. So, the delivery now. Dangerous one towards the back post. The Northwestern player down on the ground. Apologies, Johnson again. Van de Venter. Van de Venter's ball. It's a good one, and Adamandi's in some space here. Adamandi. Italo Adamandi's cross is a good one. Take it down the shot. It's trickled into the back of the net. 2-1 Northwestern's on the board, and it is Reese, the man off the bench, the threat in the box, who gets them on.
Dash, you said he was the perfect ninth man. Right there, he looks like he could be better than that. The goal, not like how you would draw it up. Midfield traffic. He goes in for the quick strike. Mock initially broke the wrong way, did not have time to recover. And Northwestern rebound a little bit, cut the deficit to only 1.
And that's the goal they needed so badly. That's a great finish by Reese there. Technically, it may not look all that impressive of a strike, but that is so hard to do, to control that, take it down, and then place it perfectly on the volley. Reese with a class finish. The chest down to him as well, also class, and creates that opportunity. A great goal for Northwestern in a game where Maryland has scored a couple great goals. The Wildcats said, hold on, let's do this too.
So right there, Northwestern not doing an offensive plan that they would have drawn up.
But here come the Terps again, motoring forward. This could be an opportunity here. The cutback, the shot. Oh, and it just curled wide. Blues, they call him the Naptown Messi for all he's done there. De Jesus' delivery. It's a good one. The flick on. So this will wind up with Cisse. Says Chris Thurston. The delivery in is a really good one. And Hongi had to be alert. Goes out of play, but really good delivery by Chris Thurston right there. This time, nothing too much to worry about. It is strange because they do not seem to be an indisciplined team. They've just had a few too many cards. The delivery from Costabile now is a good one. The back post headed down, and it's going to be going the other way. This has had all the excitement we thought it might have, and perhaps even more. Maryland will go into the half up 2-1 on Northwestern after 3 very exciting goals and so many big chances. There is also to play for here on Big Ten. Over the next 45, I can't wait to find out. Just seconds away here, and Maryland get us back underway. Steinleitner. Kelp. Back to Mock. This is a good one, but Kuhl's cross is another good one and headed away again. Only so far as Andronika. Andronika's flick on. Cisse. The cross in towards the back post. Taken down in front. Flicked wide at Picato, and he's on. Nothing doing, and that'll be sent forward now. Here's Masarika. End-to-end stuff. Masarika has pace to burn. The cross. Van Hoekelum stretching off the bar. The Illinois native nearly makes it 3 for the Terps, and now the referee blows for a foul against Maryland. But oh my goodness, Maryland has been putting on a clinic with their crosses in the second half.
We'll take another look at this shot by Van Hoekelum. He just stuck his...
And now Tarleton with a good ball, and Mayer is onside in space here. Mayer moving in towards the box. Mayer, the cutback. A turn here. Suhetsky, he's picked out Martinez Santamaria. Martinez Santamaria sends it back. Tarleton, the shot, and that's blocked. Johnson. Maryland defending well. Northwestern haven't been able to put a ball in the box yet. Martinez Santamaria. Now there's an opportunity. The cutback cross and scrambled away. Now loose in the box is the clear. Van Hoekelum spreads this wide. Cisse making up ground. Northwestern getting back with good numbers though. Cisse still moving forward. The cross deflected and out of play for a corner. Maryland gets a set piece of their own now. Gostabile to take. Had a series of brilliant crosses to start the second half. What can you do here? Also had a brilliant ball for the assist on the second goal. The delivery is a good one. Headed on and just wide. Nearly a third for Maryland. The connection was there, but the header just drifting ball. Masarika got the first touch on it, but his touch kind of let him down. Referee says no foul though, and Masarika will have an effort. Ultimately just drifted wide. And now Matias De Jesus, who's been dangerous in this game, entering the game. The header, won by Mayer. Hayner, the flick on. And now another good flick, and Northwestern might have an opportunity here. Suhetsky, the shot. It's a good one, and it looked like Mock had that covered, but he may have needed to get his hands to it. And indeed he did, because it's going to be a corner for the Wildcats. His delivery, a bit long. The header down and just trickling wide. But ball for a second. Now De Jesus picks it up. Spread wide. Cisse. Cisse, a good ball in towards Van Hoeklem, and that had to be. He's found Andronika in a nice little flick around the corner. De Jesus with a good turn. Turning back the other way now, and he's found Andronika again. Couldn't get his touch sword out underneath his feet, and Andronika motoring in. That's a great cross. If someone can attack it, the header down, still loose. The bicycle kick, Masarika. My goodness, you can't block that. 3-1 Maryland. Masarika magic at Ludwig.
A thrilling moment for Maryland. Masarika executes on a bicycle kick dash right in front of the crew. Exactly how you draw it up for the Ugandan native on international night. In a thrilling moment as we take another look. A perfect feed. He's been getting the toughest coverage all night. And with that bicycle kick, he finally delivers for the Terps.
What a moment this is. Had to get there just in time ahead of Hongi, and I mean, talk about the timing and talk about the execution.
The question needs to be asked, Ash, was that the goal of the season so far?
Ooh, good question.
And yes, it's a 2-goal deficit, but that's not insurmountable.
So, Suhetsky, the delivery's a good one towards the back post. Take it down, and Van de Venter just couldn't quite get the shot the way he wanted to. In a big position here, has options. Looking for Suhetsky, a heavy challenge, but won the ball, and the reference was just not quite what Volmar needed. And Kul has found Andronika with space to run the shot, tipped onto the bar. What a save from Hongi right there. That was nearly an absolute wonder strike from Andronika.
We'll take another look. Andronika, another great opportunity. Hongi leaps up to deflect it off the top bar. Don't forget, this is his first game with Northwestern. He hasn't played.
As it is, corner for Maryland. Chance for the Terps to try and add a dagger. The delivery from Kostabia is a good one. Hongi punches, but that's loose. In front, Hongi has to punch again, and he's punched into his own net. Oh, what a tragedy. Heartbreak for Northwestern, but for Maryland, they've put the pressure on, and it's 4-1. That is a statement from the Terps.
All game we've seen Northwestern try, as we take another look at this, keep the pressure off Hongi. Here, it bounces up and off. And it even bounces off his own hands. He was trying to get it over the bar dash, just like feed it, almost like he's playing volleyball. Yeah,
and you really have to feel for him here. He's just made an incredible stop for his team, and there just mishits it. And man, whichever fan base you're a part of, you have. Kelp made some critical interventions. Rose has been rock solid. Now here's Rita, the talented young man. The shot, oh, and it had a decent Steinleitner. And the delivery from the flank is a good one by St. Martin. Headed down, but Gajadahar, and that's going to be saved nicely by Mock. Behind it all the way, but that was hit with some venom. Gajadahar on the overlap. Gajadahar, the cutback cross in front is a dangerous one. Still not dealt with and just blazed over at the end of the play. Counts down 2-1, and it finishes. The mentor defeats the student. Sasha Surovsky defeats Russell Payne. But on this night, it's the story of the 22 men on the pitch who put together quite the show. It was a first half filled with back and forth action, big chances for both sides.